Welcome back to my channel. So I've been studying the United Excursionist perk, and I feel like I understand it, so I thought I'd make a quick video just showing what I understand about it. So I used this, I've been reading this article by Richard Kerr on the points guy, and this right here, the first route wholly within a single defined region, mileage plus defined region, that's different than the region in which the itinerary begins and ends is free. So that's his paraphrase of the rule, of all the rules that United has for its excursionist perk. And so, okay, took a little while, but the region the trip begins in, the region number 2, region number 3, and then the region the trip ends in. Okay, so this region right here needs to be different from this region. And this region has to be different from this region for it to be free. Now, the reason I put region 3 here is because it actually says that if there are two such regions that are different from the region that the trip begins and ends in, this region will not be free. So I found that very important. I thought that's significant, and so I thought I would just put that in there. But so then you have to understand United's regions. So what are their regions? So I went over here and I looked up United Airlines regions. And I see that it looks like it's 2015. So I want to do something a little more recent, because one of the things I've learned in this hobby is things change so quickly, and I want the freshest information. So I'll do the past year. That's fresh enough. So, okay, so here are some of the regions. I don't need a billion. So there we are. So we have region that the trip is going to begin in, for me, would be the US. And region number 2 would be Europe, because I would love to do Europe. And then region number 3 could be Japan, let's say. And then the region my trip ends in can be Europe again. It could be anything else, apparently. It doesn't, I think initially with their stopover rules, it would have to begin and end in the same region, but I don't believe that that's the case now, but it really doesn't matter, because I would like to begin and end in the same region. So every flight in this region should be free. Every flight in this region should be paid. And then here. So what I was thinking, and I'm going to go to United and do this and show how what it looks like, is something else to think about is that whatever class you're in this region, you will get those that class in this region. So for this one right here, you would want it to be biz or first class. Biz or first class. And then if you do that, then this would also be biz / first class. And then you could do that whatever you wanted. That can be econ. And then that last one could be 2. Okay, so that is that. Now what you would end up doing is you would take, let's just say for example, I wanted to take a flight from Charleston to JFK, and that would be the first leg of my United flight. Okay, so my trip would begin right here. And then my ticket, I would do the next leg would be from London to, let's just say Madrid, okay? And then let's just do this right here though, because in theory I should also be able to go from Madrid to, let's say, Iceland, and then I really should be able to again go to from Iceland to Poland. Okay, so I should be able to do that, and if I was able to do this in business / first, all of these should be able to happen in business and first as well. And then I would just do this one right here. Let's say I did something in Japan, I would just, do whatever there, and I'm just going to do that there, and I would be doing that in economy. And I probably wouldn't do too many of those because I would be footing the bill, right? And then this right here, I would do just JFK, FK, back to CHS. And I would do that in economy because I need to save money. So, or save my points. So yeah, that's what I would end up doing. And let's just look at what that should be. Let's just come down a bit. How are we going to come down a bit? Let's just scroll down on the sidebar here. Okay, so with the Excursionist Perk, I would begin in the U.S. and I would have a leg that got me from Charleston to JFK, and I would take it in business or first because I want this leg right here, I want this whole set of flights, I want this to be in business and first as well. So I have to take this here. The rest of these I can do in economy. Now, the thing that kind of was tripping me up was, okay, but how do I get from here to here? Because there's no flight. And the answer to that is take a Delta flight from JFK to LHR and do it economy. Okay, so if I did that, then that would position me here. So I would have a United ticket in my pocket, and I would fly from here to here, and then I would get off, and I would get on Delta, and I'd fly from here to here. And then I use my United ticket again, and I would do all of this in first class, and then I would use who knows which airline to do this if I wanted to. The whole point of this was just to show that this right here, you would be footing the bill for that. So it's not like everything that you do between your where you originate and where you end, the destination. It's not like every single different region is going to give you a free ride. Just the first one. So that I would not, I would delete this. This wouldn't even be happening. So I would basically Charleston to JFK first class, and then I would JFK to London on economy, and then I would get there, pick up my United ticket again, use that to do these stops, and then I would do pretty much Delta again. I would do that to that, and I would do that economy, and then I would use my last United ticket to do JFK to Charleston, and that's how I would do it. So yeah, that's that. And okay, so I've already done the math, but I'm going to show this part first because I just think it's a little easier. So, United Excursionist Perk. You get your United ticket, Charleston to JFK, business or first class. You're going to get that. And that, I believe, is going to set you back 26 PTS. So that business class ticket is going to be this much, one way. Okay, so then you're going to, this right here, so then, this is, we're just going to do United first, and then we're going to do Delta, and then we can add it all together. So these right here, from London to Madrid, will be free in first class. From Madrid to Iceland, free in first or business class. From Iceland to Poland, free in business class. So that should be free. It should show up as 0 on United site. And then this right here, remember, this was just for demonstration purposes, so I'm not going to do anything there. And then this leg right here would be from JFK back to Charleston. I would be doing that in economy, so that would just cost me, okay, so that would be my United total price would end up being 36,500 points. Okay, now my Delta, so I'm going to put like United total. That is not what I meant to do. Is going to be 36 PTS, and now my Delta tickets from, and remember I'm using Delta to go across the pond. That's going to be an economy. Oh, okay, so for biz / first class tickets. For Delta, or Delta total, is going to be, let's see, how much is that? That's 25. That's 25 K points. And it's, I've already done it, I've already looked it up, but I'm going to show you guys. It was 25. So, and I did these as one way, just boom, boom. So that was that. So that's going to be a 50K points from Delta. So, for econ tickets. Okay, so that's that. So now this makes, I don't want to go down that far. So total trip, total trip is going to end up being 86 a person. It's going to be 86,000 points a person. Now you'll be using Delta points and United points, but that's what it's going to end up being. Because this first leg right here is, this is going to be 26, it's going to be 26.5. And that's going to be free. And then, that's going to be, 20, that's going to be 10. I'm going to put it under since I put the second one under. So the first you're gonna, for Delta or for United, you're going to get a ticket in your region. It's going to be $26.5 to fly from here to here. This is important. You have to position yourself. Well, actually, you have to do the to be able to get this free. You have to do an the where your trip begins flight. So you have to do this right here. It's not. It doesn't quote unquote cost a lot. It's not a lot of points. There aren't a lot of points here, and you need to do this in first class because it will affect these right here. So this right here, this is going to be United. This is going to be United. And this is going to be United. Okay, to be able to get from here to here, you're going to use Delta. To be able to get from Europe back to the U.S., you're going to use Delta, and then you're going to do that. So I really hope that makes sense because it took a long time for me to wrap my head around it, but I feel like I've got it now, and I'm super, super stoked. Obviously, when you go over to the region, there are a ton of regions, and you can go between them, and yeah, this is 2020, so that's really good. Very recent, but tons of regions in United's program, so you could definitely do that. I want to see Europe, so that's why I would want to do all this stuff. Okay, so that is part one of this. I'll move out of the way a bit. I can't believe that you could get round trip from the U.S. to Europe and see so much of Europe round trip for just 85 or 86,000 points, and to do most of it or so much of it in business class is just amazing to me. So next we're going to just look at United and see if that's true. And I am going to click on Advanced Search. And I'm going to scroll down a little, do that, and okay, so that's that, and then I need a departure date. We're going to say that that's there, and then I'm going to add another destination, and I'm actually just going to play it safe and do this because I'm having, well, I'll explain it in a second. Departure date. Let's say here. And that's all we're going to do. So we won't bother with any of the classes yet or anything like that. So here is the first leg, and I'm looking for this right here, 26. And it's going to be $5.60 in fees. The second leg is going to be free. So there it is right there. And the third one is going to be paid. And I'm going to do economy for that one. And that'll just be this right here. So, let's see, it should be keeping a tally for me somewhere, and it's not. Usually there's going to be something right here that says, hey, here's where you're at. But you guys already saw it was 26, 5, and then 10, so that's going to be 36,500 points to get there, and then the tax and fees and stuff like that. So that would be that. That's United. That's that first part that we were talking about right here. So that is how you get that total there. Okay, so why did I not put in Madrid to Iceland, Iceland to Poland, and blah, blah, blah? Because it stops working for some reason when I do that. So in theory, you should be able to set up the set it up and do it that way, but in practice it's not showing it. Although it did show 0 here for the London to Madrid and 0 here for the Madrid to Poland, to Iceland, but when you came down here, this was not free. None of it was free, and I'll try to actually do a demonstration of that. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that real quick, and then because it just takes so long, and I have to keep redoing or like re-clearing my cookies to be able to even show you this. But I wanted to show you at least this much. Right here, we would just be going from JFK to LHR, and I'm just showing you just that an economy ticket is $25. Okay, so here it is. So there you are, you're adding $21. So this right here is going to be 25, and then if you want to switch it to come home, it's going to be 25 again. There you go. And so that just shows what we, I'd already done the stuff. So from JFK to London, 25,000. That's economy. From London to JFK, 25,000. So total Delta is going to be 50,000 points. And then total United is going to be 36.5 points. So that's a total right there. Add all of that up, and that's what you're going to be paying out of pocket. So yeah, that's the Excursionist Perk. This and this is going to be that. And this right here should be, this next one from Madrid to Paris should be 02, and it is. But I need to find it at 0 here to be able to add it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to pay for that. So that was what I meant by, in theory, it works. And I can show all flights. You can see, I just need to have 1 at 0, and I can add it. But if I select anything that has a price, I will be paying for that price. So in theory, I should be able to get this leg free and this leg free, because these are within one region. This is wholly within one region. Now, if I were to add something that was happening in Japan right here, and 2 stops there, and then I did a JFK right here to Charleston, then this whole thing should just be free, and then the Japan portion should be paid, and then, blah, blah, blah. But that's not what's happening here. This is allowing me to do this. It says that this leg is free. And it says it all over the place. Free, 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 free. However, it does not show me free. So anyways, that is that done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you have anything to say or share or anything like that, I'd love to read it in the comments. And I will see you in the next video.